Hello everyone. In the previous chapter, we discussed about the evolution of man. We saw how the early man in the beginning used to live in the jungle and did not even know how to speak, how to cook food, how to grow crops. All he knew was to hunt animals and collect fruits, leaves, roots and berries and eat them. He was hunter-gatherer. He used to travel from one place to another. Gradually, his brain developed and he learned many new things. He learned to make tools out of stone. He learned to make fire, cook food, grow crops, make houses, make potteries, and the list goes on. He invented wheel, and that wheel was the base for his journey, starting from the bullock cart to today's modern transport system. The wheel also helped him to make better quality pots. In the beginning, all the members of the group used to do all the work together. But later on, there was division of work. Different people were allotted different work. And with continuous practice over the years, they became expert in those works. They took up those work as their profession. Now, the farmers did only agriculture. Potters made only pots. And these people exchanged their goods with whatever they had in order to get all their needs satisfied. This was the beginning of trade, and trade started with barter system as there was no money system that time. Because of the invention of metals like iron, and when they developed advanced agricultural techniques, they were able to produce excess of crops and large number of other products. So they started traveling from one place to another for selling their products. This was the expansion of trade. Gradually, the traders started living in different places. The farmers continued to live in village. The places where the traders lived further developed into cities. These cities were quite different from the villages. In the early 20th century, the archaeologists found a site in present-day Pakistan. This site is known as the site of Harappa. On excavation of this place, they found many buildings and were surprised to see them. Although most of these buildings were damaged, but they could study about it further and get an idea about this city. The site was near to river Indus, so they called it Indus Valley Civilization. Later on, many other sites were discovered around river Indus. All these sites had buildings similar to that in Harappa. So they named it Harappan Civilization. These sites are believed to be the earliest cities of Indian subcontinent, and Harappa and Mohenjodaro are believed to be the oldest cities. There are many other sites like Dholavira in Gujarat, Kalibanga in Rajasthan, Rupar in Punjab, Rakhiguri, and many other places, from where we got the evidences of Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization surprised the archaeologists because of their structure. Let us discuss about the structure of Indus Valley Civilization. Most of these cities were divided into two parts. The smaller part was known as the citadel and the larger part was known as lower town. The citadel was also known as Acropolis. The archaeologists believe that the citadel was built on a raised platform made up of bricks. The archaeologists believe that it was built on a raised platform so as to protect it during flood. As the place was near to river Indus, there were always chances of flood. The citadel contained important public buildings, religious structures, and granaries. The rulers, rich merchants, priests lived here. The largest building in this citadel is known as granary. It is believed that the granary was used to store surplus food grains. Near to the granary, the archaeologists have also found circular platforms, and it is believed that these circular platforms made up of brick were used for threshing grains. The next building that was found in the citadel was the assembly hall. It was a big hall which had many platforms. The exact purpose for which the assembly hall was used is not known till date, but the archaeologists believe that maybe this assembly hall was used for some important religious ceremonies or cultural programs. Another impressive structure found in the citadel was the Great Bath. It is a rectangular structure which resembles a swimming pool. It is made of baked bricks, and to make it watertight, it is coated with a layer of bitumen or tar. It had 2 flights of steps and changing room on the sides. There was proper drainage system both for supply of fresh water to the pool and for the disposal of waste water. The archaeologists believe that maybe this great bath was used by special people for taking bath before important religious ceremony. The second part of the city is known as Lower Town. The Lower Town had 2 important features. Firstly, the houses where the people lived and the drainage system. This was the place where the common people lived. The houses of Indus Valley Civilization were made up of baked bricks. They were 1 or 2 story buildings. Each of the house had a courtyard with rooms around it. There were kitchen, bathrooms and well in each of the house. The houses were built in a straight line along the street. The streets were wide and well planned. The most astonishing feature of the lower town was the drainage system. The bathrooms and the kitchen of each of the house was connected to the street drains. These street drains were covered drains. These drains were covered using big slabs of stones, and each of the street drains had inspection holes. The inspection holes were provided for cleaning the drains from time to time. So, after seeing all these things, we can come to the conclusion that the towns of Indus Valley Civilization were planned like the modern towns. And we also come to the conclusion that the people of Harappan civilization were great architects.